So let's draw a jagged line for the roof, then some straight lines that go around like this, a curved line for the door. There, Magenta's house. Okay, and then down, right. Okay, there, a window. So a curvy line for her ears, around like this for her face, her eyes, her nose, a round shape for her body, 4 lines for her legs, her tail, and a spot on her back. There, it's blue. So let's draw a circle and color it in. There, a white circle. Let's make a circle with a smaller circle inside. 2 dots for the holes, and there, a button. Okay, so a triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides, and another one, there, triangles. Let's draw a circle for the head, a line down for the body, 2 lines for arms, and 2 more lines for legs. There, a person. We can't really draw a sound, so let's draw some curved lines, like this, to help us remember the sound. An oval for the top, with a line around for the rest of the shoe, and loops for the shoelaces. Another oval for the top, with a line around for the rest of the shoe, and loops for shoelaces. There, 2 really big shoes. For wheels, we start off with 2 circles, with smaller circles inside, and some colored-in circles. And we have wheels. Let's start with 2 long lines, and then some short lines across them. Tracks. So a line that goes up and down like this. There. For bubbles, we draw some circles like this, add little shapes for the shiny spots, and we have bubbles. Let's draw 2 wavy lines like this. There, water. Let's draw a shirt with some circles for buttons, a pair of pants, 2 curvy lines for socks. There, clothes. A big circle for the top, 2 straight lines with 2 circles for the handle, a semicircle, and we have a rattle. Let's draw a peanut shape for the body, a long rectangle for the neck, 2 lines across, then a circle, a line below, and some straight lines for strings. There, a guitar. Let's draw a rectangle for the paper, a circle inside for the head, 2 semicircles for ears, eyes, and that wide open mouth. There, a picture. Let's draw a parallelogram with a line around for the bottom, then 2 lines going down. There, a box. To help think of open, let's make curved lines opening out with triangles on the end for arrows. There, the open motion. Let's draw musical notes. A circle with a bridge to a second circle, a circle with a stem like this, and another circle with a bridge to a second circle. A melody. Let's draw Mr. Salt's body. Some circles, his face and arms. Now Mrs. Pepper's body. Circles, her face and arms. Dots for Pepper. There, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. First, let's start with Blue's head. Then her eyes, nose, and a curve for her smile. And a few circles for spots. And there, Blue. Let's draw a curved line that swoops around like this to make a heart. We draw a parallelogram with lines coming down for the legs, a line that bends for the bottom, and a bunch of lines going down for bars. There, a crib. This shape for her top, her body, 3 holes, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. Lines for her arms and hands, paprika. This soft rectangular shape for the pillow. Then the mattress, lines across for sheets, 4 curves for bedposts, and there, a bed. First, let's draw a curved shape that's flat on one end, and another one. There, wings. We'll hold them together and make some swirls, like this. Colors. A line with a big oval shape, and then some curved lines across like this. A chrysalis. Let's draw a parallelogram. A line for the binding, a line for the bottom of the pad, and a bunch of lines that bend around the corner for pages. There, a pad of paper. We can draw rectangles touching at a corner for the collar, then the outline of the shirt, 2 lines with some dots in between for buttons, some squiggles for smudges, and it's a smock. We can draw this pear shape with a long curve for the handle, a wavy line for paint, bent lines for bristles, a line here, and we've got a paintbrush. Let's draw a parallelogram with a line around for the tabletop, some long rectangular shapes for legs, and there, a table, an oval with a curved line for the top, then this shape for the container, 2 lines, then circles for openings, some dots for powder sprinkling. Powder. Let's start with a line that loops around for one side of the diaper, a curved line for the other side, and another line underneath to make a diaper. First, let's draw a pair of rectangles. Then some lines for the back covers, pages, and the binding. There, books. Let's start with a rectangle and some lines to make the box shape, a handle, and a latch. First, we draw a rectangle and a second rectangle inside it. Lines for the eraser and the legs. We'll use our light blue crayon to make a zigzag line back and forth. There, a color blue. Let's draw an arrow for up. There, up. We draw a puffy shape that curves around like this, and it's a cloud. We start with an oval, then a U shape for the bottom, curves for the handles. There, a pot. Let's draw an oval and a second oval just inside it. There, a plate. Make some lines that squiggle around, and we have squiggly lines. Let's draw the 3 sides for a triangle with a line for the side. There, a triangular block. We can draw a triangle with a line for the side of the block. There, a triangular block. Let's start with this shape for the outline of the arch, a line for the side, and a curve for the inside, an arch block. We can draw a line that curves all the way around, a circle. Let's draw a rectangle with a triangle on top, circles and semicircles for the holes. And there, cheese. First, an oval with a line below for the lid, then this shape for the container, and a tomato with a little stem on top. There, sauce. Let's start with an oval for the opening, then a line around and up, an arc for the handle, and there, a pail. Let's make a triangle for the sail, with a line down for the mast. And we have a sail. First, a line that curves around for the head and body with 2 round shapes at the end for the tail. Curves for the fins, 2 eyes. The mouth, there, a whale. Let's draw a curvy line with 2 loops and an arrow. There, rolling. First, a line that curves down and around like this for a bottle, then a second bottle behind the first one, and a third bottle on the other side. There, plastic bottles. let's draw the bottle shape laying on its side. Another bottle shape laying in the other direction. Now a third, and there, fallen down plastic bottles. Let's use our red crayon and draw a line that zigzags back and forth. There, the color red. A line that curves all the way around, then another, and another. There, round shapes. First, let's draw a long, curvy stem. Then some shapes along the outside for leaves. And there, a vine.
Let's start with a rectangle, then another rectangle behind it, and another. Paper. First, a line that curves around like this for the crayon, two curves for the top and the bottom, then another line and two curves for our second crayon, and another one. There, crayons. You'll draw a line that curves for the handle and goes around for the outside. A smaller shape for the frame, some lines, and a circle, and we have a mirror.
Let's draw a curving shape like this for the foot. 3 short lines, then another curvy shape, and 3 lines, and we have these feet. Let's start with a slightly bent line, add some short curving lines on one side, then the other, and we have a feather. Let's draw some curved lines like this to help us remember the sound. First a square for one piece, then another square behind it, and another. There, paper. Let's start with a line that goes around and up the tip and down for the rest of the crayon. Some lines for stripes, and we have a crayon.
Let's make a line that loops around and around and around like this. A spiral. So let's draw a 5, a 3, and a 7. There, we have some numbers. So we'll draw the tops of the buttons like this. Lines down and around for the bottom, and little lines for the corners. There, buttons. Let's draw some curved lines like this to help us think of this ringing sound. So let's draw a zigzag line back and forth. There, the color red. First, let's draw a line that curves around for the nozzle, an oval for the hole, a curvy line, and then another. There, a hose. We'll draw a curve for the top, then a rectangle for the bottom, a circle with lines for the speaker, lines for the sound, and we have a siren.
First, let's draw his head, then his shirt, and pants, some hair, eyes, and a mouth, his hands and feet. There, a boy. Let's draw a long curvy line, and then some round shapes on both sides for the leaves. There, a tall plant. First, the giant's head. Lines for his giant shirt and giant pants. Spiky lines for hair, its eyes, his mouth. Curvy shapes for hands and ovals for feet. A giant.
Let's make an arc here and a line that swerves a little like this. Some squiggles for grass, and there, a pathway. First, a line that goes up and arcs around for the door, then a circle for the knob, and we have a door. We'll draw a round shape for your head, and lines for your body, your hands and arms, your legs and feet, eyes, and a mouth. Look, it's you. First, a line across and down with a circle for a note, another one with 2 circles, one more like this. Color in all the circles, and we have music. First, a small circle and a big oval for the top. One more. Then a line like this for the bottom, and another. There, cupcakes. Let's start with an oval, a little triangle, a line for the string, and we have a balloon. First, a curving shape like this for the head, an oval for the body, pointy ears, eyes, and a circle for the nose, a curve with some zigzags for the tail, some lines for the legs. There, a wolf. First, we'll draw a semicircle for the bottom of the basket, lines that curve around for the handle, and crisscrosses on the side. There, a basket. Let's draw a line that goes up and loops around, then goes back up and around, a line across, and we have a cape.